Hey beautiful, welcome back. My name is Mide. If you're new here, I did a video recently that talked about perfect lock size. Actually, this video is starting to like spin into some other videos. Just yesterday I answered a question that came up from that particular video. While I was scripting that video, there were a lot of thoughts that came up that I thought about, and I felt okay, so I'm going to come up here and share this with you. And that is the fact that many people don't get to come out and talk about their struggle. And I get it, okay? I get it perfectly well. Why? Because coming out to talk about your struggle, especially your lock struggle, kind of makes you to appear vulnerable, like you are now accessible to those people that easily criticize and jump to conclusion as to how imperfect you are and all that. But what I want you guys to know is that being vulnerable is human, okay? We are all human and we all can be vulnerable. Just know that nobody is perfect. Everybody has their own shortcomings, their own vulnerability, their own struggle, okay? Especially this journey, this lock journey, it has its own ups and downs. And believe me, it is not just locks alone. Every other type of hair has its own shortcomings. All right, I've been there. Whenever I'm facing one of these struggles in my lock journey, I usually look back to what I was going through when my hair were not locked, okay? And I got to realize that even at that point there were so many things I wish were not the way they were. So it's a matter of you accepting the fact that in this journey you are going to face your own struggle, okay? And you are going to make a lot of changes to your mindset, to your look, and to what you are doing to your hair before you get to that point when your hair is going to appear completely locked. As the root of your hair is growing out, it is going to continue to lock, okay, along with the rest of the hair that are already locked, okay? There are some things that even as I'm talking to you, I'm going through, and I was beginning to like doubt sometimes what is happening to my hair. One of the things I'm struggling with is the fact that my hair grows out of its locks, okay? And this could cause a lot of things if you are not careful. All right, it can make your hair to thin out if you are not careful, especially if you are not doing your retie at the right time. There are times that shortly after retie, like 2 weeks after retie, if I happen to wash my hair, it looks as if the hair has gone back to the way it were before I do the retie. And I was like, oh, so am I not supposed to have perfect look at this time? Is my hair not supposed to remain neatly done for a long time? And I decided, okay, I'm just going to pay more attention to what is going on with this hair. And that was when I discovered it is the type of hair that I have, okay? There are different ways that our hair grows out of our head, okay? There are some people that when their new hair grows out, okay, like the root of their locks, when it grows out, it remains in the lock, okay? And so you see the new growth, but you see less frizz on their head, and the hair kind of just look neatly and put together, such that when the root of the hair grows out, you see the root, maybe even if it is up to here, but you hardly see much frizz around that hair, okay? This hair, to me, I used to feel, oh, this is so perfect, I wish my hair was like this, okay? And it took me a while to start to accept the fact that my hair is not going to be like that, because I don't have that type of hair, Okay, I also came across some type of hair that it does not grow out of the lock, but it has a lot of frizz on the strand of the hair. Okay, a lot of frizz that makes it to look rough, unkept and untidy. There have been times that I saw a few strands of hair in my hair that were quite longer than the root of the hair, and I feel, what is going on? How did it come out? Like, it was like a surprise to me. I really cannot say this is what happened, and I felt, okay, so why is this happening? And because it usually makes the hair to look rough. Okay, it is normal for you to expect your hair to look neat, especially when you put in the effort and you are intentional with that. Like, I want it to look neat, so I want to keep it neat. So it's usually surprising when it doesn't come out the way that you expect. I can show you some of my hair that are like that, and I know that I have seen a couple of people with something like that, but the way we react to things is different. Okay, because I wasn't expecting it to be that way, so I was surprised to see it like that. But this might not be a struggle for someone else, but it is one of the things that I'm struggling with. The way the hair looks after some time, the way it looks as if the strand of hair was purposely pulled out of the locks. Like, it's just so surprising, and it could be annoying as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of the strands that are just out of the locks, and they look so long, like they look so long as if it was pulled out of the strands. This is what I just showed you happens virtually everywhere on my head. So you can imagine just retying your hair and shortly afterward you're seeing stuff like that. Okay, even though I know that there is virtually nothing that I could do, I've come to know that it is the type of hair that I have, the type of hair that grows out of the lock. I'd even tried to just twist it around the lock, especially when you are just retying your hair. And I know that, okay, the best practice to use to make the hair to look neat after retying is to twist it around the lock, and it does work. It's just that it's for a short while. Okay, the moment that you wash your hair, the hair becomes undone again and it begins to look rough all over again. And I don't know it is something, I don't know, it will probably take a while for me to get used to it. And even though I've been on this journey for like 1.5 years, I'm still struggling with it. Okay, so there was even a time that I trimmed the loose hair on my lock just so that it will look neat. But the only shortfall of that is that if you trim the hair close to the root of your hair, it is going to affect the hair. Okay, more hair is going to come undone, more hair is going to come out of the locks after you do your washing. Okay, so I have learned that, and I'm telling you now that if you are going to be trimming your hair, you want to make sure that you trim just the part that is getting locked, that is already locked, close to the tip around this area. You do that, then this area you just try as much as possible to just twist it around your hair as often as you can, especially those ones that are visible, like the one at the top that is visible, the one around here that is visible. I try as much as possible to just do that, just to feel good with my hair. I know that I am not going back, okay, and I'm not going back to lose natural. I also come to realize that there are some things I'm doing unconsciously that is causing this, and I'm probably not the only one doing this. Okay, I use glasses, okay, and I realized that the hair at the side, just at the back of my hair, I see a lot of strands. See, can you see this? Can you see this? It just looks as if I never retied that area. The way it comes out, I don't know. I don't know the way it comes out. I was so bothered with it for a while. I just felt it shouldn't be so. Okay, and okay, so when I started taking note of what I do, because of course you do this kind of thing, most of the time, this is definitely not going to make that area to become so loose. Then I realized that whenever I'm putting on my glasses, the way I slide it in, the handle kind of enter through some strands and pull it out. Okay, so I know that is not just the way, it also happens even in this area. See, even here as well. Okay, so this is something that I've come to my notice, and what I'm doing about that is making sure that whenever I'm putting on my glasses, I usually like hold on to the hair here and slide it on. And I'm sure that probably you're using glasses too and you're noticing this particular thing as well. There is something that is being done by you. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the type of hair that you have. It has a lot to do with what you are doing and how you are doing your thing. Okay, I've missed those days when I was able to lay my hair flat and pack it neatly and all that. But when I think of the disadvantages of that particular style as well, I knew that whatever issue that I'm having with my lock now, it is something that I will need to take care of, manage well, and live with it. Okay, I know that a lot of people say locks is a permanent thing. Okay, that it should be a permanent hairstyle. I don't believe so. I don't think anything is permanent in life. Okay, I have seen and heard of a lot of people changing their locks type and sizes so many times. Okay, so I don't think it's permanent. I am not the type of person that says never, because I never say never. I don't say never because I'm not God. I don't know what tomorrow holds. Okay, and the only thing that we could hope for is for tomorrow to be better and for us to be in a better state and better mindset and in good health. Right now, I'm not regretting the fact that I locked my hair. I'm happy with it. Okay, with a lot of benefit that I am having from locking my hair. Okay, I just want to come up here and let you know that just because of the uniqueness of our hair, we are all going to be facing one struggle or the other with the hair. Okay, so what I would suggest, which is what I'm doing, is to look for ways and alternative ways to manage whatever challenges that you are facing right now with your hair, with your locks. If I'm feeling like I don't feel so good with the way my hair is looking, what I do is to put it out of my mind, is to kind of divert my attention to something that is even in worse state than my hair. Okay, because there are situations where that every day we face new challenges. It is a good thing that it is something that you could put aside for a short while and face something else. Okay, so you are able to go back to that thing and make the necessary changes and correction. That's the way I'm looking at it. I know that there are a lot of people that are struggling with acceptance among friends and in the community, even within their family circle. Okay, but one thing I know is that being an individual that has a purpose in life, and you will need to live your life just the way you want it. And if people are not accepting you, for the way you look or for the way your hair looks, those people just do not know you, or they don't love you enough. Okay, I don't think you should be bothered with every other person's opinion. Okay, especially if you've been there, especially if you've had permed hair, you've had loose hair for so long, you've gone through your ups and downs and the challenges in other areas of those type of hair. So definitely with your locks, you know what you're doing. What I'm saying right now, what I'm feeling right now, is to continue to persevere, is continue to make things to be perfect, to achieve that perfect look and perfect look for myself. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Don't forget to like the video. Stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video.